I'm worried sick. It's true, I think. The maid told me the bed had not been slept in. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. Old Nintendo gamer.
And son.
Hello and welcome to Overboard with me, Old Nintendo gamer. This is our Part 10. Saint Veronica Valenzi, everyone's favourite West End performer, was spotted today attending Mass at St. Paul's here in London. Mrs. Valenzi's devotion to the Lord is well known, and she is widely adored for her Christmas solo performances at the local orphanage. We could all take a leaf from his Heavenly Angel's songbook.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and
Just
I.
watch this.
I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them.
That one looks like your mother, Malcolm.
So I grabbed him by the belt.
Straight to hell with you.
And I threw him overboard.
Can I get someone to confess? No, but I have beaten the game off camera. Let's see if I can do it once again on camera. Good morning, Mr. Valenzi. Who's there? Steward, Mom. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still to be served, Mom. Oh, thank you, Steward. Very good, Mom. All right, Veronica. 8 hours and then you're free. Right, I gotta get moving. This is how I did a run that let me get away with murder. Up to the upper deck. Let's get up there immediately. I make my way quickly to the upper deck because I want to go to the deck. What's this? I get my earrings back. My earring must have dropped last night. My earrings are not important for my run. Some might have found that. Let's go back below. As I look up the rail, I look up. See the bridge officer on duty looking back at me. I go back to my room for now because I need to pocket the sleeping tablets. I fall into my chaise, exhausted. The bathroom. I catch a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror as I slip into the bathroom. This is going to be a quick one. And look quickly away. There's a bottle of tablets by the little sink. I'm going to definitely pocket the tablets, strong ones. Veronica's little helpers. It's a wonder I woke up at all. Pocket them, don't worry about that. Remove my earrings. I remove my earrings and put them safely in my pocket. I go back out into the cabin. Right, I leave here. Put your face on again, Veronica. Continue. We go up and see Anders. Less than 7 hours. To reach the bridge, you climb a metal ladder. I don't even know if I need to do this part, actually. The Masterful Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. Wave to Anders, yoo-hoo, Commander, but at least by doing this, he will tell me that he's going to come to my apartment at 11:30. The bridge isn't empty, there are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Mrs. Valenzi? Oh, a bit dizzy, to be honest. Oh, yes, indeed. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See, there's Carstairs taking a stroll, calculating his winnings. He's a ferocious card player, you know. Do you know I was up here on watch last night? Oh, what did you see? It was a quiet night, light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. You saw something on the upper deck? Very clearly. You and your husband like to take the air at night, but did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. Was she alone? The deck was well attended last night, as I recall. A few key characters on our little stage. Now, Mrs. Valenzi, I should perhaps return to my duties. What's that key? I don't even know if I need the key. The one with the red tag. That's my pass key. Why? Can I borrow it? No, Mrs. Valenzi. It's more than my job is worth to give that to a passenger. Even one as charming as you. Anders pats his trouser pocket. Ooh, which pocket was that now? This one? Oh, no. No, not that one, Mrs. Valenzi. Maybe this one, then. Oh, please, Mrs. Valenzi. Oh, I'm trying to steer a boat. You don't need a key for that. I'll look after this while you turn that big wheel of yours. I can't just give it to you. Can you give it to me later? I'd be very happy to. I'll take good care of it. I promise. I'll be quite safe in my hands. Oh, please stop tugging at it, Mrs. Villancy. It's attached. The key, I mean. Just slip it to me, Anders. I promise I'll be good. Anders looks quickly around, then presses the key into my hand. Here, now leave me alone. You're quite formidable. Oh, I enjoyed it too. I slipped the passkey into my pocket with satisfaction. Mrs. Villancy, I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about past, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in. I'll see you there. Till 11:30 then. Good day, Mrs. Villancy. Straight back down, make my way down the ladder. Continue. What do I do now? Do I see Clarissa first of all? Yes. Just to get her sobbing and to do something, actually. It's where the off-cameras will magic. There's a sobbing coming from me. It must be Clarissa sobbing. Clarissa's door. Knock on Clarissa's door. Clarissa, are you in there? Go away. You're going to want to talk to me? Are you threatening me? You witch. I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Clarissa, have you seen Malcolm? Where is he? You don't know? Oh my God, Veronica, you really don't know. I don't want you telling lies about me. Go away. You leave me alone, you monster, you harpy. She collapses into floods of tears again, enough to spoil her bedsheets. I can't. Maybe she didn't see anything after all. I don't really want to knock on her door anymore. I can leave. I don't need to plant any evidence. I am... Lady Carstairs. I could go into Lady Carstairs' thing already, but no, I'm going to follow what I did before. Where's Lady Carstairs? She's up on the thing there. Go to my cabin for a little bit. Past time. Oh, Mrs. Villancy, I've almost finished here. Oh, no, this is new. But I'll just be going out now, ma'am. Oh, you can finish cleaning? There's not so much to do today, is there? Goodbye, ma'am. I fall into my chaise, exhausted. Lie in wait. I lie and listen to the sound of the waves through the porthole. I can almost taste the quiet in the cabin. No Malcolm lurching and farting around the room. No muttering, no cursing under his breath. No pitiful attempts at intimacy. Blissfully quiet. Oh, Malcolm's jacket is there. I don't need the money, don't need that. Malcolm's jacket. Malcolm's jacket is hung over the back of his chair by the desk. That wasn't here earlier. Look in the jacket pockets. What have you got in here? Wallet, cabin key. No incriminating notes. No, done. I'm done. That's enough. That's this. I don't need money. I don't need anything. The bathroom. I stop and... why can't I get out of the cabin? Big splash wall and face and touch my makeup. There, you've still got it. You're looking better than ever. Honestly. I head back in the cabin once more. I can't leave. The porthole. The porthole is open. I want to go and see Lady H. Toss up and do something else. Leave. Put your face on again, Veronica. Continue. Lady H is in the church at the moment. Oh god, this is not going right. Go to the aft cabins. What time does leave? Lady H is in here, right? I need to sort out Lady H now. Make her fall asleep. Lady H is sitting by herself at one of the tables. May I join you, Lady H? Of course, dear. A drink? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Steward, 2 martinis, please. Make mine filthy. Yes, ma'am. What do you make of the commander? Lovely Anders. Oh, quite a favourite of mine, but you know, dear. Not all that glitters is gold, as they say. What does that mean? He's a very charming man. So very in command, don't you think? And so young for such high rank. He's older than he looks. Oh, no, I don't think that's it. Oh, you don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to sail a boat, though. What does that mean? Oh, beloved commander, my dear. He has a secret. Ooh, what kind of a secret? A rather awkward one. Lucky for him, I'm terribly discreet. Oh, give me a hint. Oh, my dear, I already have. Here you are, Mom, just as you like it. Sordid. Thank you very much. I palm a sleeping pill under the table. Very good. Get ready. Hold it in my palm. And now I chit-chat until she looks away. Do you have any children, Lady H? But you know, dear, my dear, I never did. Never. I meant to, but somehow the moment never arose. And then, of course, it was too late. Lady H sniffs and looks away. Here you are, Mrs. Villancy, straight up with a twist. But you'd like to have children? Oh, well, I don't know, really. I like the idea of children. The real thing's a bit messy, isn't it? Half of them die when they're still small, and the other half belittle you till you die. Lady H treats me to a winning smile. Yes, very, very witty. I can't swap drinks yet, but that's the only option I can. I can't alter a drink while she's looking right at me. Lady H takes a sip of a disgusting drink. Chin chin. Are you married, Lady H? Oh, no, not anymore, but I rather liked it when I was. But you control freak. Lady H smiles thinly and digs through a bag. I'm going to swap the drinks. I swap our drinks over. Funny how that's not green. Lady H returns her attention to me, and I slip the tablet into my drink and stir it. She's going to drink hers till he takes a sip of my drink. Oh, I rather think this must be yours, dear. She spits her mouthful delicately into a handkerchief and swaps the drinks back around. Drink up. Oh, cheers. Your very good health. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Here's to you and that lovely husband of yours, anyway. Suddenly, she yawns. Excuse me, oh my. Oh, you know, I think I'm overdue for my nap. So sorry, my dear. But I feel very tired suddenly. Goodbye, Mrs. Villancy. Nice to talk to you. You're not what I expected. Oh my. Oh, she gets up and moves away, wobbling slightly. Toodles! Let me help you, Lady H. I don't need... maybe we can go together. Well then, less than 4 hours from Liberty Island. Let's get away with murder. Oh, thank you, my dear. Just pop me on the bed and... Oh, immediately the inside Lady Armstrong's cabin is tastefully arranged. She has little medicines, a stack of books, a glass to put the teeth in. Lady Armstrong is flat on her back, snoring like a train. Marvellous. Into the drawers immediately because they contain a few personal things. And one of them is a book, in the middle of 3 different books. Very luckily, I opened the middle book, The Nine Tailors by Dorothy L. Sayers. I've never read this book. And I opened a page at random. 9 tailors make a man. And an old photograph slides out onto the floor. That's what I'm looking for. I pick it up. It's Anders, Lieutenant Anders. This must be Anders' secret. He's not a commander at all. I keep the photograph, slip the picture in my pocket, and put the book back on the stand. Look somewhere else, and step outside. Step back into the corridor, close the door quietly behind me. The forward cabins are occupied by Carstairs on one side, Lady H on the other. I don't even need to delve into Carstairs' little dirty secrets. Up onto the bridge where Anders is there. It's nearly 1 o'clock now. Show the photograph to Anders. It's exactly what I did in the last part. I have something to show you. I hold the photograph up to the glass. Anders stares at me for a moment, then quickly opens the door to let me in. Give me that. Ah, so you recognize it? Of course I do. You must know I do. How did you get your hands on it? It doesn't matter how. It's mine now. Just like you. Please, Veronica. Just give me the photograph. Take the photo, Anders. For a long moment, Anders stares at me. One hand on my arm, one hand on the photograph. You must have gone to some trouble to get this, and now you're just giving it to me. I trust you. That's what matters. Can I trust you? Give me that. He snatches the picture from my hand before I can change my mind. Then he smiles, tears the photograph into tiny strips, opens a small glass window, and the strips flutter away across the sea. How does it feel? Why, Mrs. Villinsey, I could sound the horn, but she's still got plenty more. I saw you, Veronica, last night on deck. So did she, and she doesn't let people go. We need to destroy her, or we'll never be free. There's a good view from the bridge, isn't there? Only problem is she's asleep. I'll wake her up when the time comes. It'll be my pleasure. You get everyone in a room somehow, and I'll skewer her. Just keep your own neck out of the noose, okay? Anders, please, Veronica. You can call me Ambrose. Now, please. I've got a ship to command. Yes, he's Ambrose. I step back outside. Excuse me for sneezing on camera. I'm going to go back down now. Anders is in my pocket. I befriended him by using trust. I'm going back into Lady H's cabin, and this is where things get sordid indeed. Lady Honoria Armstrong's a cabin more or less to herself, because we haven't seen that little thing. No one sees her rolling back drunk to her room, and I use the pass key, which I elicited earlier, and she's still flat on her back, snoring like a train. Now, I really didn't know what I wanted to do here, but she's beautifully asleep and drooling. She'd missed her pillow completely. Now, when I did this last time, many attempts ago, I got caught for murder. Nothing. I pick up a pillow. It's a nice plump pillow. Now she's really fast asleep, so she's not going to fight. The slipcase is decorated with embroidered dolphins, and I smother her. Sleep well, lady. Doesn't take much time. Doesn't take much pressure. She doesn't make much noise as she goes. And I put the pillow back down nicely. Right, step back away from her quietly. Her desk is tidy as an appointments diary out. There are tickets and a book about New York. And I put the sleeping pills on a desk. This tear the name from the label, leave these here, and step back outside into the corridor. Now it's 2 o'clock. I'm going to leave for now. I don't really have anything else much that I can do, but that's it. That's all I've done differently, as I have killed Lady Armstrong. I've absolutely seduced Anders, but killed Lady Armstrong while she was suffering the effects of the sleeping pills, and leave the sleeping pills on her desk. Very important. Clarissa, go away. Oh, goodbye then. Step away. Gonna wait in the corridor now. 25 minutes pass by. 25 minutes idle by. Anders appears from around the corner. Ah, there you are. Well, we need it in the restaurant now. Walk me there? Certainly, madam. Let me take your arm. So he's quite more familiar with me now. He doesn't, escort me there. He actually takes my arm. Less than 1 hour from Liberty Island. In the restaurant, Carstairs and the Major are soon gathered. Clarissa Turpentine is standing apart, still sniffling. Anders walks me in and steps to one side.
Oh, thank you all for coming. Anders, where's Lady Armstrong?
I looked in on her, but she was fast asleep. I couldn't wake her.
I imagine she wouldn't be able to help us anyway. We will continue without her. I apologize for gathering you all here. It's most unusual, but I believe something very unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villinsey. Malcolm Villinsey isn't with you?
I knew it. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick.
It's true, I think. The maid told me the bed had not been slept in.
That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night he fell past my window as I looked out. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Because I loved him. I don't know if you can understand that. There, I said it. I suddenly realized that Anders is trying hard not to smile. I was at my post last night, and I had a very good view across the upper deck. I saw Malcolm on deck, and one other, I saw Lady Armstrong, too.
Excuse me? The maid has just... sorry, this is very shocking, but Lady Armstrong is dead.
Say nothing.
This settles it then. Let me tell you a little something. Earlier today, Lady H confided in me. She told me she believed the ship was sinking. Oh, then last night she said she heard something fall off the boat.
Oh, no.
I fear so. Lady Armstrong was, perhaps without realizing it, reporting that she witnessed a murder. Mr. Anders tells us she was up on deck last night, and now she is dead.
Oh, my God.
Indeed, Mrs. Willinsey. This tells me two things.
I thought I was done for by her.
Firstly, Malcolm Willinsey was murdered last night. Secondly, that the murderer is among us. Our list of suspects is not long. Tell me, Mrs. Willinsey, why exactly did you kill him?
I didn't.
You did. And Lady Armstrong too, because of what she saw. You planned it and executed it with the polished finesse of a fine actress. Your lines, they were too perfect.
Subedar Major, Mrs. Willinsey is innocent.
Is that so?
It is.
And how can you know?
I know because she was with me last night. On the bridge, all the night.
Veronica, is this true?
It is. And I'm not ashamed to admit it.
And what did you see from the upper deck, Mrs. Willinsey? If you were up there all night, as you say.
I saw Lady Armstrong there. Just as Anders said. It's the truth. And I saw her push Mr. Willinsey over the rail. I don't know what passed between them or why she did it, but she did it.
If I may, the maid, she found these in Lady Armstrong's room. They are very strong indeed, with most terrible side effects. So Lady Armstrong argued with Mr. Willinsey on deck. Perhaps some arrangement between them had gone sour.
She was blackmailing him.
Ah?
Over his affair with Clarissa.
I see. So they argued and she pushed Mr. Willinsey overboard, but today, racked with remorse, Lady Armstrong drank heavily in the restaurant, then took her own life with an overdose of some kind. Elderly people always travel with medicines. This sorry affair is concluded, and Mrs. Willinsey, in a curious way, I am glad for you.
Yay, Lady Armstrong has been blamed for the murder. I didn't think Lady Armstrong would be blamed. She's gone. She's really gone. He's gone too. We're both free. I can hardly believe it. I've been ferrying that bloody woman back and forth across the Atlantic for simply years. Do you think I'm terribly evil? For killing the old woman? Or for killing your husband? No, Veronica. I think you were desperate. But you don't need to be desperate anymore. I couldn't bear it if you thought ill of me. I would simply die. Now. Don't overdo it. Another drink? Oh, you brought your hat. Ready, take it off, ma'am. Yay, life goes on. Freedom, life insurance, and no loose ends. Dramatic scenes unfolded in Brooklyn Harbor today as police seized the effects of the late Lady Honoria Armstrong on suspicion of blackmail and murder. She was implicated in the murder by the ship's commander, Jonas Anders, a decorated war hero, later seen on Mrs. Willinsey's arm. Look out for New York. A high-class crime-fighting duo is born. The cat poisoner. Pictures believe Lady Honoria Armstrong to be the notorious blackmailer, the cat poisoner. That is it. That is a full, complete freedom, complete life insurance. I get the money and no loose ends. Anders is my man. And that is the end of our playthrough of Overboard. It would be interesting to go and, dip into other side stories like Carstairs and see what he has. I'd also like to go into the Subedar Major of the 14th Sikhs to see what secrets he has in his little black book. But we'll do that in my own time, and if I do uncover something very dramatic, maybe I'll be back for an 11th part. But for now, it's goodbye from me, Old Nintendo Gamer, and goodbye from Overboard. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. We also have a private Discord server for some laid-back gaming chat, and if you're feeling generous, you can support us via Ko-fi. All the relevant links are in the description below.